How's it going, trainers? Coming at you with a Pachirisu Luxray brew today. Pachirisu is such a phenomenal aggressive lead in Lightning Pokemon for Pocket right now. You get cracking for 80 damage right away, and both the Cape and Rocky Helmet that you feel incentivized to play to enable this potent attacker are phenomenal cards alongside it as well, letting it deal even more damage or give it some sustain. Luxray is an awesome finisher for Electric to have access to right now, and it gives you a natural counter into a lot of the control decks that are running around leading with Drudagon. 120 points of damage is such a massive hit, and when we combine this with Volkner to allow us to Luxray multiple turns in a row, it can be a lot for the opponent to overcome. One especially tricky thing that comes up that's quite potent is the fact that when your Pokemon get knocked out, their energies go to the discard pile as well. So something that'll happen with some frequency is you'll lead on Pachirisu, it'll get a knockout or two, they'll clear it, and then you can move your Luxray up to the front with only one energy on it, Volkner those energies that had been on the Pachirisu previously, and get your game-winning point. At any rate, I hope you enjoy the gameplay today. If you do, smash that like button. Also, make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you want daily creative Pokemon Pocket uploads like this one. For the rest of the day, have fun. Fun fact, you want to know why Twitch chat is so feature-rich and excellent? It's actually just IRC. Every Twitch streamer's chat room is an IRC channel. No joke. What's IRC? If you know what IRC is, this is your reminder to stand up and stretch your legs. Maybe take an aspirin for your back. Drink some water, you know, stay active. Alright, assuredly Shig's hiding successfully here. Yes, Executor Shaman. Sounds kind of scary, honestly. Hey, Dela Cruz, thanks for hanging out. Don't worry, I told my lawyers to make an exception for you. You can take any decks you want. Do I put a hat on it? I'm not sure that I do. What if I put energy on Patchy, and then next turn we Luxray to retreat for free and put the Patchy up? I think I'm into that. I think I'm into that. So you could definitely open a Twitch VODs channel, the VOD section of a Twitch stream, and go back and watch it while it's still live. You've always been able to do that, but that's way less convenient than being able to pause it live and then scroll back at it. It's way cluunkier and harder to replicate than what happens on the YouTube side. So the helmet negates the Shamans here, but probably safe to assume their deck is full of Ericas, yeah? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Yeah, they needed Erica to not be dead to the Volkner. Well, to not lose the Executor to the Volkner, I should say. We're still gonna play a game here. So, no energy in my discard pile right now, but Pachirisu conveniently has a retreat cost of 1. And then I just need to be able to run and hide with the Luxray until we can clean out one of these Shamans with it down the line. So double heads on the Celebi probably puts us in a very mediocre spot, but if they don't high roll the Luxray here, we're a solid favorite to win. Yes, Volkner is very strong. I don't know what an optimal Luxray deck looks like, but I'd be very surprised if there's not a competitive iteration of it somewhere in this format. It's super strong. All right, let's open on this. There it is. There it is. So energy here. Bail you out. Dodge a Cyrus. We could dodge a ball. I'm going to start putting this out. And actually, the fact that I'm going to put the helmet on this too, just in case. If they Cyrus and kill this, the Pachirisu finishes the Celebi, yeah? Because it'll be at 50 with the helmet plus the Shabins. Yeah, I think we're checkmate at this point. They have second potion. They could get us. Diba, that's all, folks. This build's kind of sweet. Oh yeah, second potion doesn't even do it because of the hat. Yeah, good call. They would have needed Executor and pivoted to that, huh? Our gadgets are so great. Squirrels are rats with good branding. Alright, 50% to be Luxray. Or Sinks. You know, that's Luxray. Whatever the basic is. It's really sad that they have first energy advantage here. Gonna put us solidly behind. Playing Spirit Tomb in my Infernape deck has really taught me how few people listen to how carefully I choose my words. I'm gonna repeat this one a lot today more. So my initial assessment of Spirit Tomb was that Spirit Tomb was not worth running just to enable Cyrus, because Cyrus is a good card that doesn't need an enabler. The Infernape deck that I am playing today is not playing Spirit Tomb to enable Cyrus. We're playing Spirit Tomb because Spirit Tomb helps us hit breakpoints that Infernape otherwise would not be hitting. So Infernape dealing 140 alongside Spirit Tomb lets us clear 150 and even 160 and sometimes higher than that. So Spirit Tomb is worth playing to help you clear bigger things with your attackers that can't quite get there on their own. It is not worth playing just to pull things up with Cyrus later. It's like a double Giovanni if you squint. What's your take on spending money to get full arts and rainbow arts of cards? What kind of silly person would you have to be to spend money on a video game like Pokemon Pocket? That seems pretty nonsense. Could you imagine that, chat? Spending money on a video game like Pokemon Pocket? It's free, gamers. Why would you spend money on a free game? Don't be silly. If they don't have Charizard here, we win the game. Oh my goodness, they don't have Charizard. We win the game. Volkner is so good. I can't believe we won this game. Well, they bricked out their Charizard, so I can't believe we won this game. But like, holy. And then Moltres here is weak to lightning, so we actually just win the game next turn with the second Volkner to actually just like fully cook you. Insane. The sarcasm works less well when you're playing a deck with our foes. That's true. This is a very pleb deck. I don't have full art Patchies or full art Volkners. Basically broke. They have a cape! Cape is cheating. Speaking of cheating, I guess this would have been better as a Rocky helmet, huh? It's fine. They need double potion to not be dead to Farfetch next turn, yeah? And even if they have double potion, I can charge up Pachirisu, assuming we find another tool, which is likely. We've got 3 of them in a research and 6 cards. I think this deck we're playing is real. I think Luxray is a very powerful card. I think Pachirisu is a powerful card, and I think they're 2 great flavors that seem to taste great together. 40 or 42 weekends that year. We played a little bit. One of my favorite anecdote stories from my time playing competitive Magic is the year that I played over 40 weekends that year. I finished rank 2 on the competitive tour I was playing on. And when it came at the end of the year for tax time to total everything up, I made about $24,000 that year in prizes. And then when it came to tallying the expenses, I spent approximately $19,000 on travel and hotel and card sleeves and cards, etc. Which, for those of you at home, the moral of this story is I made a profit that year. Okay? This is what you should take away. Came out ahead. But I also got to travel the country and had a good time with some good people. Made a lot of memories that didn't cost me anything. Less sarcastically, was still worthwhile. God, communication is such a cracked card, chat. It's so good in these stage 2 decks. Holy. The claws. Man, if they don't have a cape here, this Luxray cooks them good. We got the Volkner here too. Oh yeah, we're done. We're done, video gamers. This going second curve when you have the Volkner is just so gross. Just one, 2, 3 right up the curve, cook them up. Hit him with the Bolt. Are we done here? Feels like we're done here. You can run, but you can't hide. Kitty's coming. Kitty's coming. Get cooked. I think we open Duck while we build up the squirrel in the back. Is Mewtwo not playable anymore? Just not remotely. Both Pikachu and Mewtwo will be D tier in my meta tier list this weekend. Or this week. They are very much not good. How do you feel about keeping the Duck? Kinda into this. They would need Machoke and Lucario, or Machoke and Giovanni. Which is unlikely. And if they don't have Machoke, we threaten Lethal next turn. Mewtwo is bad because decks that lead on an EX Pokemon and expect to be able to retreat them to safety later are bad with Cyrus existing. Pachirisu dies in 1 to Machamp, which is unfortunate. Now, one thing that we have here, if they have the Machamp on curve, Volkner top deck will give this the energy from the Duck, and then we'll clear the Machamp with the 120 blast, which is nice. All right. If we hit the 1 in 5 a little bit better to hit Volkner here, we're in a very good spot. Oh, goodness. Okay, so this means I don't need to draw Volkner, though, yeah? I get to quack this down to 80, and then Pachirisu finishes next turn. I think I Communication to play around in a second copy of Sabrina, digging for another basic here. Yes, this is a spot where their Sabrina is better than Cyrus for them, for sure. So 1 in 4 to lose to Revenge here. That being said, I don't have any agency left to play around that. This is our sequence that gives us our best chance to win. I would very much not be surprised if there is a non-Gardevoir Mewtwo deck that's playable. I think there haven't really been people that have worked on that so far. I think if I was a Mewtwo enjoyer, that is where I would start exploring for things that could maybe be competitive. No Lucario, no problem. Got him, gamers. Is Darkrai Weezing any good? It's like the 3rd best Darkrai deck, which isn't to say it's bad, but it is to say that, like, it's not the best way to play it. This weekend's tournament results with Pachirisu felt so validating after I had so many nerds upset that I put it in C tier in my EX rankings video. We're just like, Jeff, 18 trainer Pachirisu did well in these 100-player tournaments, Jeff. You're underrating the squirrel, Jeff. It's like, no, dear gamers, I am very much not. Squirrel, very appropriately rated. Pokemon Pocket is not Marvel Snap. We don't get data mines weeks or months in advance of the cards coming out. In fact, I would wager the literal only reason we found out 1 day in advance what was in this most recent set was because, I bet the only reason we knew what even 1 day in advance what was in this most recent set was because they had the trading patch the night before. I would bet this next expansion, the patch said the cards won't be till like the right before. Birdman, thank you for the 22 months. Appreciate the prime. Are we cooked? We might be cooked, gamers. Wait, what? That's interesting. I think they were supposed to... I think they were supposed to 40 me and then... Oh, I guess 40 and 60 doesn't work, though. So maybe this is right. How many wins are on my account at this point? Too many? Not a lot? I don't know the answer to that. Oh, you know what? Did I mess up here? I totes messed up. I should have left this at the stage 1 to clear this and keep the Pachirisu alive, right? I think we're still good. They put this up and clear this. I go Bolt you for 120 and then I have Volkner. So long as we don't get Cynthia, we're good to go. Yeah, that's also true. Seeing your opponent's hand is less valuable in Pocket than it is in games like Snap. But I also, something we talked about in Snap a lot is I think the content creators in Snap being hyper paranoid about stream sniping is so obnoxious. Like really, stream sniping just isn't a thing that happens that frequently. Oh, wait! If I draw a bench Pokemon, even if they have Cynthia, we trade because of the helmets, yeah? All right, come on. Give me a bench. Give me a bench. Nice. Nice. Oh, wait. Oh, this is tough. Do I play around Cynthia or Sabrina? Cynthia's way more likely than Sabrina, yeah? So the only tiebreaker in Pokemon Pocket is, does someone have bench Pokemon left? So if they Cynthia us here and kill my Luxray, we win the game because I have a bench Pokemon and they don't. This is a win for the home team. Coolio. You look like you've lost weight. What's going on, Stratus? Yeah, I see you've been following for almost 3 years. I lost about 55 pounds in 2024. So there's definitely less of me if it's been a minute since you've been here. What do you think about Spirit Tomb? I think my initial review of Spirit Tomb was exactly spot on. The card is very bad if it's just a Cyrus enabler. However, the appropriate way to think about Spirit Tomb and the thing that makes it potentially good is when it allows you to hit extra breakpoints. So I think 1 to 2 Spirit Tomb in the Infernape deck that I'm playing is quite good because it helps you bring down things that have more than 140 HP to a place where it can hit them down. What's 55 pounds in non-Eagle land units? A pound is, it's like 2 point something pounds to a kilogram. It's like 25 kilograms. Imagine using science units instead of freedom units. Sounds like a scam. All right, listen, I will admit that, like, freedom units are nonsense and we should use the metric system. But the people in my chat's talking about measuring weight in stones right now, you're just crazy people, okay? And I refuse to acknowledge anything other than you're crazy people. What is a stone? It's a made-up fantasy unit that crazy people reference. Any tips for losing weight? Eat less calories. Anybody who tells you the secret to weight loss is anything other than eating less calories than you burn in a day is trying to sell you something. I made 3 primary lifestyle choices that allowed me to consume less calories. The first is that I stopped drinking my calories. I only drink water, unsweet tea, or artificially sweetened things like my advanced, which is very delicious while being 0 calories. Hashtag sponsored. And then the big one, if you live in the United States, is you need to stop eating all of your food when you go to a restaurant. And the number one key part of doing that is you need to not trust yourself, because you're probably a slob like me who can't be trusted. So when you get your food at a restaurant, you need to take it while it's still on your plate and divide it up to begin with. Don't just tell yourself you're only going to eat half. Divide it in half before you start consuming. And that tip's a twofer because then you get to save money because you get to have extra delicious food as leftovers as well. And then the third tip is don't eat a 4th meal, go to bed. People who don't sleep enough tend to eat more on average and feel hungrier. Because this is the internet, I feel like I need to suffix everything I've just said with, I am not a registered dietitian. I am not a doctor. If you have questions or are confused about a healthy way to lose weight, you should consult a professional, not a random person playing a children's card game on twitch.tv. That being said, good luck, Godspeed. I wish you the best in all of your weight loss journeys, gamers. Unironically, one of the hardest things to do while losing weight as a parent is actually throwing your children's food away. Kids leave so many table scraps, and it's just so easy to just be like, oh, you're not gonna finish that? Oh, you're gonna throw that away? Like, it's very, very, very easy to just like consume everything the children don't. Oh, man. When you Cyrus up the rat and have typical Celebi things. Alright, I don't have a Vulcaner, unfortunately. Let's see if we can live again here. I paid for it. I'm not gonna let it go to waste. Yep. Unfortunately, without the second Vulcaner, all their bricks ultimately don't matter here. I guess there's a world. Was I supposed to Shinx and hide? Yeah, I was totally supposed to Shinx and hide. Yeah, totally should have Shinx and hide. Yeah, we'll hang out. It's fine. I messed up here. I think putting Pachirisu up is my best chance to win. I think we do this, hope they hit the 2 out of 6, and then we top deck the Volkner and clean it up. Oh my goodness! He can't keep getting away with it! Come on, Volkner, we're owed this. Come on. Yeah, buddy! They can't script TV this good, gamers. What a video game. What a video game. Good night, my sweet prince. This must be what happened. There were no less than 3 people that commented on my meta report of the Executor deck being the best deck by a wide margin. They're like, this deck's unplayable. I can't win a game with it. All of their games must look like that. Like I have to imagine that's just every game they play. The plot armor was incredible. What do you think of Skarmory and Mega? That could be okay. Skarmory's a really good lead. And Yanmega's a fine finisher. We're gonna vibe on the second Patchy because we're a communication deck. I want to try and trade that in for, what's it called? Opponent is a Florges Enjoyer. The notable breakpoint here is even if they hit their stage 1, it only has 70 HP, which means Patchy. Ooh, okay. Has 90. Zarth, thank you for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate you pushing us up towards our sub goal. We're getting close again. Wait, I Rocky Helmet and Energy. And then they can't attack me next turn, even if they have their stage 1, yeah? It'll put them back to 70. These two kind of offset each other. And if they don't attack me this turn, I get to 80 them and 80 them, which clears Florges through the cape and the healing, right? Yeah, they're just done.